Hey guys, it's Melina, and welcome back to Brain Dead with Melina Jane. Okay, so I have this reoccurring theme where I talk about TV shows, and I have yet to have done my favorite show, Glee. Glee is my favorite show of all time, hands down. I love every single episode besides season 5 Christmas, and even that one, it's okay. But I love everything about the show. There's obviously questionable things, but I'm one for questionable things. This is just my favorite show, and I decided to do more than one podcast episode on the show because I love it so much, and I have so much planned for it. I have so much. So yeah. So this episode, I have made a list of questions to ask myself. Things like my favorite songs, my least favorite songs, my favorite character, my favorite relationship, stuff, questions like that. And it's just gonna be really, really fun. So yeah, let's just get started. But before I get into it, I just want to put out a spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen seasons 1 through 6, beware. And I will let you know when I will be talking about spoilers, which if you haven't seen Glee, go do that. It's on Hulu, Disney Plus. Or just get the DVD, because I highly recommend the DVDs. And the CDs, obviously, I own a lot. Anyways, let's just get started. But like I said, before I get started, go check out my YouTube, go check out my music. Just look up Melina Jane online, you'll find me. I know, I never thought I'd be able to say that. Anyways, yeah, look me up and check out my other stuff. Not to brag, but I sing, so yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Let's get into Glee. I am so excited. Okay, so I'm just going to hop into it, and I'm going to go through the questions, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I have written down is my least favorite character. Okay, there's a lot of people that I don't like on this show, so I'm just going to say one that was only in it for like 2 episodes, and then another one that was actually a part of the New Directions. Okay, the guest star, Olivia Newton-John. Man, she was such a bitch in that episode. Pardon my language, but she really was. She was so rude, man. Anyways, she sucks. So yeah, that's the outsider person. And the person that was actually a part of the Glee Club that I really did not like was Ryder. Ryder, go away. No one likes you. He's just pointless. And I'll talk a little bit more about season 4 later. I love season 4, don't get me wrong. I love every season of Glee. I know. It wouldn't be my favorite show if I didn't like every season. Even season 4, even season 5. But I just did not like him. They tried to make us feel bad for everybody in that season. I don't know. I really like Kitty, and I kind of like Marley. And Unique's okay, but they didn't utilize Wade very well. They really did not. I love Wade Unique Adams. Spectacular. Super talented. Anyways, okay. Next question. But anyway, season 4, I personally really like that season, but Ryder, hell no. Go away. Thank you. Okay. The next question is my favorite character. My favorite character, I'm going to do one male, one female, because it's honestly kind of hard to narrow down my top 2, even though I love both of them so much in different ways. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Finn. He is my second favorite, but my favorite is Santana Lopez, for a whole bunch of reasons, but I always love the bitchy, snarky people. I just really vibed with them more than let's say a Rachel Berry, I really liked her character development, and season 3 Santana is my favorite era of Santana, even though she got outed, which sucks, but sorry, oh my god. Anyways, I love Santana, I love Finn. Those 2 are my top 2, but we'll get more into my top 10 later, because I made a list. Yeah. But yeah, I really love Santana, and I really love Finn as well, so, Finn is just so, the thing with Finn, I love Finn so much, but the way that his character, left off, he was gonna go back to college. He was going to get a teaching degree. He was going to go back, you know. I was looking forward to that, you know, rest in peace, man. But they had him in a place where he was still growing as a person, so I can't really put him as my number one. But I really love Finn nonetheless. Okay, next question. Thoughts on every relationship. Okay, I'm just gonna go through some of the main ones. Okay, Finchel. Okay, meh. I personally really love Rachel and Jesse the best. Between Rachel's relationships, because her with Finn, it just did not seem right at all. Like, she, you know, he would have had to put so much work into her, she wouldn't put any work onto him. You know, it just would have been the Rachel Berry show. So with her being with Jesse, it just would have been more of a better fit, much better fit, because they both are in their own way. They would understand each other, you know, their actions towards each other, because they're so into themselves and their careers, you know. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Okay. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Finchel and Jesse and Rachel. Puckleberry does not exist to me. Okay. Kurt and Blaine. Okay, we'll talk more about Kurt and Blaine later, but I really love season 2's Kurt and Blaine the best. And, I don't know, just beyond that, I'm honestly not a huge fan, because even in season 5, whenever Blaine moved to New York, and, he was living with Kurt and Rachel and Santana, their trial run, at this time they were engaged, the trial run for them living together was not good. And the second time they tried to live together, it was not good. So one can only imagine what their future holds with that. I just really don't like parts of their relationship. Even the outcome of their relationship, I'm not a huge fan of. But it's okay. Whatever. Okay. Will and Emma. Okay. Will and Emma, I don't really know how to feel. They're both equally crazy. Because in the first couple episodes, Emma is like stalking him, knowing that he's married and still hitting on him. I mean, even though his relationship with Terry was toxic as hell, and I'm glad that they never, you know, got back together or anything. Well, I mean, they did something once, but that's not the point. She was still hitting on a married man. But also Will is really weird. So they're a perfect fit. So, yeah. I mean, he was twerking alongside minors. And he called all of them minorities. He just befriended a 16-year-old, and by the time he was not even 19 yet, he was his best man at his wedding. So he's just weird, and Emma's weird, so that's really a perfect fit. So I like their relationship, but my big complaint with our relationship is you don't really see much of their relationship when they're together. Like in season 4, Will was gone for most of it, and you didn't really see them together that much. In season 5, Emma didn't work at the school much anymore. You only saw her like maybe not even 5 times. And then season 6, yeah, you see them a little bit, but you don't really see the relationship whenever they're together. You just see like the chase, you know, the first couple seasons, even the 3rd season as well. I just wish they would have shown them a little bit more, but okay. And then Santana and Brittany, I love their relationship. At the beginning, you know, they're just fooling around, you know, and then season 2 comes around, and then Brittany wants to know what's going on, and Santana finally opens up, says that she loves her. I mean, awesome, but Brittany rejected her. I can't even speak right now because she's still with Artie, blah, blah, blah. I do think that Brittany was a little bit manipulated, just like a little bit, because she really couldn't, you know. There was even a point in the show where Artie even told Brittany that Santana was manipulating her. I don't really like that aspect of it, but other than that, I love their relationship. That's probably one of the healthier relationships on the show. Okay, another relationship that I do kind of like, but it's weird, but it makes sense, because, I don't know, is Quinn and Puck. That makes sense, but I'm not a huge fan. I mean, out of every relationship, that's not the weirdest one. I would say probably the weirdest relationship was Oh my god, who was that? Oh my god. Probably Kitty and Puck. Or Lauren and Puck. Probably everybody with Puck. Like, he was even on the verge of getting it with Mercedes. Like, come on. I don't really like that pairing either. Anyways, and then him and Santana, and then him and Brittany. No, thank you. Anyways, I kind of like their relationship because he did make her feel seen and she could be herself and he wouldn't really judge because he's, crap too. But I love Quinn so much, dude. I love Quinn. She's one of my favorites, but we'll talk more about Quinn for Bray later. And another relationship that I really do like, actually two, with Tina. I love Mike and Tina a lot. They weren't toxic at all. I really love them together. But Artie and Tina just made more sense to me. Like, I really loved them together in the first season, other than, like, the lying and stuff. I mean, rightfully so, But, I don't know. I just really liked seeing them together again. Yeah, it was really awesome. I love their relationship. Okay, next one. Okay. Here we go. Favorite season and least favorite season. My favorite season, personally, is season 3. I just really love the graduation season with them. And it's just really fun. Like, every episode, it's not boring. Even the Christmas one I watch, like, on a regular day. And I usually only watch a few of them at Christmas. But that season had a really, really fun Christmas one. It was just so cool. Also, I really love seeing more of the Santana storyline and her coming out. Like, season 3, episode 7, just like, that was a great representation. Especially at the time, there wasn't really a whole lot of LGBTQ teenager characters that much. Not really in the mainstream anyway. And that show was really in the mainstream at that time. So it was really nice to see somebody, like that, to make people feel seen at the time. I was too young, or I would have, got up on the Glee train, but I'm glad that I'm on the Glee train now, and I have been for 10 years now. Over 10 years, because I had watched, we'll talk more about why I love Glee, okay? We'll talk about that later, okay? Anyways, season 3 was just amazing all around. It had terrific guest stars. It had Matt Bomer. It had, oh God, there's more. Oh my God, I just blanked. Lindsay Lohan. You got Perez Hilton. You got, oh shit. Oh God, there's more people. Oh my God. There's more people. Adina Menzel. You have a lot of people in this season. I mean, not the most that they've ever had, but every episode is great. You get to see Blaine in the new directions. You get Sam back. You get everything. You have the trouble tones. Like, this is a juicy season. Like, it's really good. My only complaint, though, is that we didn't get to see more of Skanky Quinn. Because I love emo Quinn. That's, the best, honestly. I needed more. Okay, my least favorite season is honestly probably season 4. Even though every episode is fun, in my opinion. Same with season 5 as well. But 4, they really tried to make you like every new character, really hard. They really tried to make you like every one of them. Like Jake. He was a Puckerman. They played on the Puckerman storyline so much, and they made him nice. I think he was the only one that they didn't really push too much on. But with Ryder, that bitch, they forced the dyslexia storyline on him, the catfishing storyline on him. They just did so much with all these people in, not even a whole school year. That's insane. And then especially with Kitty and Marley, those two, that whole thing with, trigger warning, bulimia, she literally gave her an eating disorder, and that was honestly so unnecessary, and they tried to make us sympathize with her, even though we didn't even know who she really was yet, yeah, you can care about a character, but don't force it on somebody, that's just really what happened with that season, and I don't know, it was just a lot. They were trying to do too much at once, and they took on too much. But some of those episodes in that season were, like, some of my favorites. Like, I love the Diva episode. I love the Guilty Pleasures episode. I love the feuding episode. Like, come on, hello. Cold Hearted Snake, what? Oh, bitch. The Bitch is Back. Dress You Up. Super Bass, I Still Believe. Bye, 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 I Want It That Way. I can go on. I will talk forever. But season 4 had a lot of great episodes. But, like I said, they try to do too much with it. Okay, next question. Okay, most revisited songs. Okay, if I'm going to look at my Apple Music and Spotify. I would say probably some of my most revisited songs are probably Jumpin', Jumpin', Blame It on the Alcohol. Those are, like, my top 2. And then I love Cough Syrup. Oh, God, there's more. I love Constant Craving. I love It's Not Unusual. Let me see. Let me look at my 2024 recap so far. More like my Glee cap. Anyways, let me do this. Boy's Boyfriend, Shout, Sadly, Blurred Lines. That's kind of like to screw with my dad. Yep, Jumpin', Nasty Rhythm Nation, Blame It on the Alcohol, Holla. And I really love, I'm the Greatest Star as well. The Rachel version. Hello. Sorry, Kurt, love you, but no. Not today. But I love a bunch of their songs. Like, there's only, like, a handful that I'm kind of iffy on. Oh my God. I'm just looking at all of these and I'm like, I love that one. I love that one. Like, I really love Thriller Heads Will Roll. That's definitely up there for me. And I grew up loving Bills, but as I was listening to it a couple days ago, I'm like, oh my God, they did so heavy on that auto-tune. Like, it was insane. And I'm going to talk about another one with auto-tune, but I really loved the cover. Okay, the next question is least favorite songs. The thing is with me, I don't really have least favorite songs. I just have songs that I think they did too much auto-tune on. Like, I definitely one that pops in my head is One by U2 that they sang in season 1 episode 18, Laryngitis, I think, or 19. Oh my God, I'm forgetting. No, but it's Laryngitis, that episode in season 1. Rachel sings it, Finn sings it, the whole, shebang. There's just a lot of auto-tune, especially on Rachel. You can tell that Leah Michelle probably can't sing U2. No offense, Leah. I do love your voice. Most of the time anyway. But they did really heavy on the auto-tune on that one. And then obviously Baby Got Back, hell no. Honestly, my guilty pleasure songs are the Will Schuester rapping. Just because I just like to screw with myself. And I like to screw with other people. Like, one time I woke up my dad playing Gold Digger and Bust a Move. He's like, oh my God, not Will again. No. And then one time he woke me up playing a Will song. I'm like, really? Why? But yeah, I listen to a lot of Glee stuff. I've even listened to, like, a lot of the Will rapping ones. I'm not happy about it. Oh, the Same Love one. I don't like that one. That one makes me feel weird. And then a lot of the Christmas ones I'm just not a fan of. And I'm not really a fan of some of the Warblers ones. Like, let's see. God, what's that one? I mean, I do like Uptown Girl, but that one's not my favorites. But if I have to go to the Warblers, I don't really like Candles that much. I don't super like, what's that one? Oh, what is that? Hey Soul Sister. I'm not a huge fan of Hey Soul Sister. No, thank you. Sorry. There's, like, a few that I'm not a huge fan of that they've done. But I'm blanking right now. Let me see if I can think of another one. Let's see. There's actually kind of a handful with Mercedes that I'm not a fan of. I don't know why. I just really can't get into it. Sometimes I think they turn her volume up too high or she's singing too much. I don't know what it is, but I just can't get into some of them. Like, there's one in the last episode that she sings that I'm not a fan of, and I'm not really a huge fan of I Want to Know What Love Is. But let me tell you, my 2 favorite songs with Miss Mercedes are Ain't No Way and Try a Little Tenderness. Those are my 2 favorites with her, okay? No one can change my mind. Anyways, okay. Next question. Which relationship do you think should have been endgame? Well, obviously, I really wanted to see... Oh, God. I honestly don't know now. Oh, no. I'm blanking. A lot of the people that I wanted to get together actually got together. I think I would have really wanted to see, no, she's a cheater, no thank you. I'm trying to think of all the people. Well, Santana and Brittany got together. Kurt and Blaine get together. I honestly didn't want them together, though. But I don't know who I'd want them with, you know? And that would have opened up a lot more storylines. I think somebody should go with Sam. I don't know who, but I don't think he needs to be alone. I really like Sam. He deserves better. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea who I'd want together, because for 1 minute, I really liked Brittany and Sam together. They just seemed better at the time. And then I'm like, wait, bitch, no, don't turn your back on Santana like that. You know what happens in a couple seasons. She grows. She's better. She doesn't try to manipulate her. Yeah, I don't know. I love them together still, though. But that'd be the only one that I would lean towards. Okay, underrated songs. Okay, there are quite a few underrated songs. I don't know how popular Paradise by the Dashboard Light is, but that one, in my opinion, is really underrated. Constant Craving is really underrated. Like, I have that one starred. Okay. I think Homeward Bound Home is definitely one that's underrated. Let's see. I think people are finally understanding that I Feel Pretty / Unpretty is a great song. So I'm not going to say that one's underrated. And Blame It on the Alcohol is finally getting recognition. All of my favorites are finally getting recognized. Like, I'm so happy about that. I really love, She's Not There. That one is amazing. And I really love Take Me or Leave Me. And then there's quite a few in season 4 and 5. No, screw that. We're going season 6. There's quite a few in season 6 that I'm like, hello, that is amazing. Home, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my God. Home is whenever I'm with you. My voice just like went kaput. Sorry, I'm just talking a lot. I really love Any Song with Noah Guthrie, which is Roderick. I love Mustang Sally. I love Take Me to Church. I love him in Uptown Funk. I love every song with Roderick. He did not get enough. Okay, and then a few more songs is I really love the whole album of What the World Needs Now Is Love. I love every song on that. It's amazing. I think probably my least favorite in that episode is Baby, It's You, sha-la-la-la-la. Wait, no. I love that one. Hold on. There's not a bad song on that one. Never mind. I really love I Lived, but that's not underrated. Hold on. I'm thinking of underrated ones. Here we go. I really love Father Figure. That's the other one. With him. And I love It Must Have Been Love. I love A Lot of Love. There's like quite a few in season 6 that I'm just like, why isn't anybody talking about this? And then I really love, I could talk about this forever. I love Gloria. Gloria, you're always on the run now. Running after somebody. You gotta get them somehow. I think you better slow down before you blow it. Okay. Then another one is My Love and Never Gonna Get It. Okay, that one's amazing. And then Mr. Roboto, Counting Stars. Hello. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, my favorite episode is probably, sometimes I go back and forth with season 3, episode 7, I Kissed a Girl, and season 2, episode 19, Rumors, but I'm gonna go with season 2, episode 19, Rumors. That one is my favorite. It just shows how all of their characters are. Obviously they grow, but it shows what their characters are at the time. Like, Santana was confused, Brittany was always confused, Rachel is manipulative and lying, and Quinn is kind of vindictive, and Finn is just in the middle of it. Sam is a kind-hearted person. Will is Will. Like, it just accurately shows a lot of these characters, like how they are a lot. And I really love Rumors. It's just really, really good. I love that episode. Anyways, least favorite episode, probably season 5, episode 9 or 8, I think. Previously unaired Christmas. That one is my absolute least favorite. Like, I'm just not a fan of that one. Whoever said. Okay, before my dad called. Okay, as I was saying, my least favorite episode is previously unaired Christmas, because that one is straight up doo-doo. Whoever said that they should do the Chipmunk song is dumb. And, like, the Santa with, like, a shirt off all the time. No me gusta. No, thank you. I am over that. It's annoying. Anyways, I don't know. But my favorite part about that episode is probably the Santa's little helpers and the elves, That's probably the best part of the episode. And Becky is, like, the Jesus baby, But that's about it for that episode. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be right back, okay? So don't go anywhere. And here's a word from our fake sponsors, because I don't get sponsored, so, yeah.
Let's face it, there are good kinds of yeast and bad kinds of yeast. But bad yeast goes scat with Yeastastat. Burns an itch or a thing of the past. And Yeastastat's 7 easy step application makes feeling fresh a breeze. I like yeast in my bagel, but not in my muffin.
Did you hear the news? Let's have a chat. Bad yeast goes scat with Yeastastat.
Oh, Santana. Okay, in all seriousness, that was not a real commercial. That is not real. It was from Glee. It was a commercial that Santana had done. It was honestly hilarious. Go watch that. It's so iconic. Anyways, where was I? Least favorite episode. Yep, Christmas one. Yep. That's self-explanatory, because I just not a fan of that one. Okay, next one is favorite competition. I honestly really love, there's actually a few that I really love, but my top ones probably have to be Journey to Regionals, where they performed Any Way You Want It, Faithfully, Faithfully, Any Way You Want It, Love and Touch and Squeezin', and Don't Stop. That one I really, really love, and an honorable mention is definitely season 1 sectionals, where they sing You Can't Always Get What You Want, and Don't Rain on My Parade. Oh my god, I just messed up the order again. Vice versa. Don't Rain, and then You Can't Always Get What You Want. I really love that one, but I would have to say my favorite altogether is probably gonna have to be season 3 nationals, even though season 3 sectionals is, like, very close. That one's another honorable mention. I really love that one. I just really love, like, the growth from season 1 sectionals to season 3 nationals, with the Edge of Glory, with the treble tones and all of them dancing, and it's just literally gives me chills. And then It's All Coming Back to Me Now with Rachel That one was actually really great. I really do like that cover. And then with Paradise by the Dashboard Light, that is one of my favorite, if not my favorite performance that the New Directions have ever done. Probably my favorite for a competition because it really shows their growth and how much all of them want that trophy. Especially since a ton of them are graduating, so this is like their last chance to do something. So, you know, Finn really had to bust out his moves. And everybody just really put their heart and soul into that one. And fun fact, in real life, they took a whole day to record that one song, a 4.5-minute song. Like, that's how much that song means to the show, which rightfully so. It's amazing, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, next one. Cringiest performance. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Chipmunk song or Baby Got Back. Also Same Love as well. I'm just so used to Will Schuster's craziness and his rapping that I'm not even gonna mention Tell Me Something Good or Blurred Lines or anything. Because first of all, those songs are honestly bops. Boom, I said it. I personally, that's like my guilty pleasure songs is Will's, honestly. Besides Same Love, that one I just, I don't know. But definitely Baby Got Back and Chipmunk Song are like the two that I'm just like, I don't want to sit through this. But also, Fox isn't that weird to me, honestly. I honestly enjoy that one. I mean, I get why people don't like it, especially Kevin McHale. As you can see by his face. Yeah. I don't know. I bet there's more that make me uncomfortable, but those are definitely top ones. Baby Got Back and Chipmunk Song. Okay, next one is which storyline, thing, person got on your nerves the most? I would say a person as a whole is Ryder because of his whole like catfish storyline. That just got old. And then Marley's bulimia. I mean, I get it. It's a topic that needed to be addressed, but the way that they did it, I don't know. It was just honestly kind of weird, and it wasn't really needed. Because first of all, we didn't really know her character yet, so like, how are we really gonna feel bad for her? I mean, like, we feel bad for people in general, but that's like the, common decency to care for somebody. But like, I don't know. They just tried too hard with that one. But I have to say, the two storylines that kind of, I'm just not a huge fan of is one's definitely going to be controversial and one you guys might agree with. I'm just going to say the controversial one first. Coach Beast being trans. Honestly, it didn't make sense because her character had always embraced the masculinity within her and her femininity, like within the masculinity, like with the whole kissing, and she's always wanted to feel like a girl. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but why shove it in like the last minute and then shove it to the side? I just think the way that they did it was wrong, honestly. They could have done more or don't do it at all. Because I really do love Coach Beast's character. But it being like 6 episodes before the last episode. And one of that episode being like a flashback episode. So only like 5 episodes with Coach Beast, like as a completely different person. It was just kind of hard to adjust. I mean, I'm all for people finding themselves. I mean, obviously, hello. I watched Glee, okay? I'm a part of the community as well. But I just think it felt kind of rushed. And it didn't really make sense because of the character Coach Beast was and is. Unless Dot Marie Jones said to do that, I don't understand why they had to write that in. I would have much rather have seen, to have seen Coach Beast, be happy and in a place that Beast would want. Like she'd always wanted someone to love her for who she is and just be comfortable with her masculinity within her femininity. I don't know. It just honestly didn't make sense. Like, if they would have done it like a season earlier, I think I would be more open to that because it would make more sense. But it just felt really rushed. Anyways, the next storyline that we can all agree on that was very annoying is Rachel getting her TV show. Okay, first of all, what has she been saying for 5 whole seasons now? I want to be like Barbara. I want to be Barbara. I want to be on Broadway. I want to go to New York. I love Funny Girl. I want this. I want that. I want that. She turns her back on all of that because she gets bored of being on Broadway and being a hit and being popular. But that's all that she's ever wanted. That's like all she's ever wanted. That's just insane to me. It's so not her, but it's her. Like, I don't know. Okay, the next thing we're talking about, well, the next question is, which character do I relate to the most and why? There's maybe 4 that I do relate to the most. A big one is Marley. First of all, being poor. And I don't want to say underrated, but in a character that deserved a little bit more than she was given, and also her being a songwriter. That's honestly me. I'm poor and I'm a songwriter, and no one appreciates me. I'm just kidding. I have one person in my life that appreciates me, but yeah. Anyways, also a little bit of Santana and Quinn, because I'm honestly kind of bitchy and sometimes manipulative, and I'm kind of like a liar. I'm kind of a toxic person sometimes, and that's my Quinn in me. And Santana with trying to find herself and also being a bitch. That's me. I'm just good at being nice when I have to be. And also, I love me some Lama Heights, and also, like I said, finding yourself and being a part of the community, and feeling not accepted as well. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Next question. Okay. Klaine or Britannia? I love me some Britannia more than Klaine because, let's be real, Kurt and Blaine are so toxic. I mean, Brittany and Santana aren't perfect, at all. But between the two, they look like gods, They look like the best. They look like Marshall and Lily in season 1 of How I Met Your Mother. They look like the best representation of a relationship compared to Kurt and Blaine. Kurt and Blaine's relationship stopped getting interesting, and it just got toxic after season 2. This is a recurring theme with them. If they're in a space for too long, they grow apart and they hate each other. But since they weren't living with each other during their senior year, they went to the same high school, therefore they were with each other a lot. And whenever Blaine had graduated and moved into Kurt and Rachel's apartment, whenever they lived together, like I said earlier, Kurt couldn't adjust, and he probably just has commitment issues. Kurt's the problem. I blame Kurt. See, I've loved Kurt for years. He was my favorite, one of my favorites for a long time. But this go around of me watching it, Kurt is kind of a bitch. He's rude. He's so mean. Oh, he's such a diva. Not even a good diva. Anyways, not the point. Brittany and Santana they have a better relationship than Kurt and Blaine. Okay, best singer, in my opinion, Blaine and Santana, and also Jesse, and actually Matthew Morrison. But those are my favorite singers, honestly. Blaine and Santana are my top 2 singers. I love them. Lea Michele is talented, but is she versatile? Not that much. She's more Broadway, honestly. No offense. I love her voice. It's a very good Broadway voice. That's a compliment. Be cool. Okay, next question. Best performer. Like, who puts on a great show? Jesse St. James is like one of the best performers on the show. And also Santana, because whenever she did like Cold Hearted, that was a damn good setup. Nutbush City Limits, that was a damn great setup. Like, both of them, Jesse and Santana, we got robbed because I wanted to see them perform together because they are both very different and very eccentric in a great way. I actually really want to see that now. Okay, I want that. Okay, next question is favorite guest star. I would have to say my favorite guest star would have to be oh, there's so many great people. I love Kristen Chenoweth, and I also really love Chris Parnell. Weird, Chris and Chris. Weird. I really love April. April is so fun. I'm so glad that she was on there for like 4 or 5 episodes. And Chris Parnell, sadly, he only had a 1 episode arc, but he's hilarious. And I'm also really biased because I love SNL and Parnell is hilarious. But I would say Kristen Chenoweth is my favorite guest star. Although there's so many entertaining guest stars on the show. Okay. Which character has clothing that you would wear? I would honestly say probably Quinn, because she's not that revealing and it looks kind of comfy. But also, like, just like her style in general. But I would have to say Quinn and Tina are like my top 2 for like clothing. But specifically Goth Quinn and Goth Tina, because I just love me some goth. Hello. But honestly, probably the Quinn skank outfit. I love that outfit. I also really love like flannels and beanies and all that stuff. But I would have to say in general, probably Tina's clothing and Quinn's clothing. So, yeah. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to save the juicy ones for last, and I'm just going to flip through the cards. What song do you think Glee should have covered? I honestly would have really liked to have seen some, let's see. I would have really liked to have seen maybe, that's a good question, Melena. I made all of these questions, by the way. I mean, I'm sure people have asked them. Okay, let's see. I would have really liked to have seen, this is actually a good question. I'm gonna come back to it. Actually. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna really think about it. Ooh, no, I don't know if this would have worked for a storyline or anything, but I really would have wanted Without Love from Hairspray, because it just would have been very interesting. And maybe, the one that got away, Katy Perry, I think would have been pretty interesting. And Heart Attack by Demi Lovato. That was pretty solid, honestly. And obviously, you gotta have, like, your rock hits, like Journey. There's a lot of Journey. Not that I would pick, but I know Will would get all up on that. Okay, next question. Oh, okay, I already asked that question to myself, so I might run into that problem. What are your thoughts on Kurt Hummel? Well, I already kind of touched the top of this subject earlier, but like I said, I loved Kurt. He's very entertaining, but as a person, I'm not a huge fan this go around. He's just kind of snarky, and I don't know. I'm kind of lumping him in with Rachel and Mercedes. They all think that they're stars, but there are better people than them. I would say out of the 3, I think I would have to say Mercedes is my favorite out of the 3 of them, and that's even a stretch because Mercedes' character, I don't know. I love Amber Riley, but Mercedes, I honestly don't know what to think of her. Like, Amber Riley is super talented, but the character of Mercedes, I swear, I don't know. But Kurt, I don't know. What are your honest thoughts on Quinn Fabray? I honestly think that Quinn Fabray deserved more. Like, Quinn Fabray is in my top 10 favorite characters on the show, and I think that bitch deserved more. Like, I wanted more of the emo storyline. Hello? I wanted more, growth. I wanted to see her and Beth, on good terms. I would have wanted to see more of Quinn's college experience. I would have loved to have seen way more Quinn than we did. But, show's over, so... Okay, next question. What's one of your favorite songs that Glee's covered? Okay, bitch, you already asked this earlier. Okay, who is the most talented person in the New Directions? I would have to say, this kind of goes with earlier as like best singer and performer. I would have to say my favorite performer is probably Santana and Blaine. Like I said earlier, they're the best singer. But yeah. Okay, which character do you feel guilty admitting that you like? Okay, get this. I do not want to mention his name in real life, but I did like his character. He had actually more growth than pretty much anybody. Like, I do honestly kind of like Puck because of his one-liners, but then I'm like, no, hell no, because of the dude behind it. But I do find him entertaining, and I did like his growth, but that's about it. Yeah. Anyways, next question. What Glee cover do you think is better than the original? I'm going to say Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and I'm going to say, you know what? This is going to be very controversial, but rumor has it Someone Like You. I love Adele's vocals, but those songs are way too damn long and really repetitive, and I love what they did with that one. Like, those two, Paradise and Rumor Has It, Someone Like You, I don't know. Like, there's so many that I like better than the original. Like, I love I Feel Pretty and Unpretty, but I don't know if mashups will count, honestly. I don't know if they'd count. But I also really love Mine, sung by Santana. I really love that version. I'd have to say that one's a really big one. And then let me think of one more. I really love, let's see. I'm just going to think of one more for this one because there's a booty load. I'm going to probably say, this is a good question, Milena. I really love Stronger, Britney Spears. I love Artie. I love Artie so much. His vocals are amazing. And I really love Me Against the Music. There's like a ton of Britney on here that I do love in the original. But also love the stories behind it. But Baby One More Time, hell no. The original is way better. There's a few Britney on here that I love the original better. But yeah, including You Said It Again. Rachel needs to stop singing Britney songs. I'm over it. Thank you. Who is the most underappreciated singer on Glee, in your opinion? I would have to say Tina and Quinn. Those are like the most underutilized players in the cast. Also, Mike. I mean, he didn't have the greatest voice, but he had a great voice, considering he couldn't sing. Like, I love Cool. I love Scream, that he did the Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson song. When he sang, it was amazing, and he had dancing to back that up. Like, he didn't have to be the greatest singer, because he was mesmerizing to look at, like well, you can't see me, but I was doing like the thing that he does with like his arms and like y'all can't see me, so. Okay, next question. What is the most ridiculous performance and why? Well, I would probably say, The Fox. It's very ridiculous. Come on. That's kind of self-explanatory. But an honorable mention, it's honestly really, really cringy. Blurred Lines and Push It. But Push It is hilarious though. I mean, like, Figgins going like da 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 da, and Blurred Lines twerking alongside minors. No, thank you. That's problematic. Hell no. Okay, next question. What is the saddest episode to you? To me, honestly, Season 3, episode 22, Goodbye. That's even over the quarterback, even though that one's so upsetting. I cried probably the most in my life, when Rose Before Branches is on there. I think a close second is I Lived. Like, that last part makes... Literally a couple days ago, I watched, like, just that song, and I bawled my eyes out. I'm like, oh my god, it's over again. It's over. Yeah, literally. I actually bawled saying that. Baller. Fun fact, I actually watched that episode live. That's a big flex for me. Okay, we already asked that question. Okay, we only have 2 more questions left, and then I'm going to tell you a couple surprises. Okay. Top 10 favorite characters. What are your top 10 favorite characters? Okay, I'm going to start... Okay, number 10. Mike Chang. Mike Chang, you know, he didn't really have any problematic storylines, and I love that for him. He's iconic. He's a dancer. He was a nice person. He wasn't mean. Like I said, wasn't problematic, you know? That's immediate. I even like him better than Kurt, so I don't even know why he's number 10 and Kurt's number 9. So let's flip them. Okay, number 9, I guess, is Kurt Hummel. I sympathize with Kurt, but like I said, he's been a little bit of a bitch. Like, come on, dude. Let's be real. Kurt is a great representation of an openly gay male teenager. But come on, guys, we can only like Kurt for so long without, you know, I don't know. He just kind of, I don't know. I hate Kurt, honestly. I don't know. Number 8, Artie. I really do like Artie, minus the fact that he's a player and that he got chlamydia. No, thank you. Gross. I'll slut shame you. In the words of Sam, slut shame. You just got slut shame. Anyways, Artie was really entertaining, and I really loved his voice. Yeah. Number 7, Brittany S. Pierce. She is super entertaining. My only complaint is that they used her heavily as a sex symbol, which I don't like, honestly. I mean, oh my god. I don't love when people do that. Like, let people be funny. Let women be funny. You don't have to sexualize them. Come on. I mean, I get that this was Fox. I get that it brought ratings. But screw that, dude. That's just so unnecessary. Like, you see her butt cheek a million times. But other than that, Brittany is hilarious. And the things that she said, oh my god, I can't even talk. The things that she has said on that show is bonkers. And the fact that she's a genius is also bonkers. But I love that for her. Come on. But I also hate it for her because she hates going to MIT. Okay, number 6, Blaine Anderson. A long time ago, not that long ago, I wouldn't have put Blaine in my top 20 because he had cheated on Kurt. But then I had realized that someone said on Reddit that was so out of character for him, and I think that the writers were running out of storylines, and they just decided to make him cheat on Kurt. So I'm not faulting Blaine. I'm taking that out. He's actually a very caring and compassionate person, unlike a lot of these people in this show. A lot of people in this show are like backstabbers, users, cheaters. Like, a lot of these people have a lot of negative names associated to them. But Blaine has probably one of the least, negative names that I can think of. But, like I said, he cheated on him, so he's not in my top 5. But yeah, I love his voice, so yeah. Number 5, Quinn Fabray. Like I said, problematic earlier. But, like, her character, she grew, but we didn't really get to see anything, Like, at one point, she was, in season 4, she was with this 40-year-old, 50-year-old professor, and then we didn't get to see anything with that, and then the next season, she was dating this guy and using him for his money, And then the next episode after that, she was dating Puck, and then she was happy, and she seemed like a good person. We just didn't get to see much of Quinn after season 3. And I find that stupid. I don't know what happened in real life, but I really wish that would have changed. But it didn't. Okay, 4. Samantha Sam-I-Am Evans. Other than the fact that he had to become white chocolate, I mean, I get why he had to. His family needed the money, but doesn't mean I like it. I don't like the fact that he was kind of like a man whore, but then some of these people really were man whores. But Sam was honestly really funny. May the force be with you, Sean Connery. You know, like, he would do, like, all of the impressions. I can't do impressions, so sorry. But he was honestly really, 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 really funny. And something that I think is funny in real life that I had realized is that whenever I was watching the Glee concert movie for my birthday, because that was my pick for my birthday party. I didn't really have a party. I just sat on the couch and watched TV. But anyways, for my birthday party, I chose Glee the concert, the movie, and whenever I was watching a special feature, there was a song, Friday, getting down on Friday. He was singing, and I think he was either lip syncing or he was singing kind of bad, no offense. I love Court Overstreet. He seems like a very funny person. Like, not funny in a bad way, but you know what I mean. I think he was, like, lip syncing, so now I can't forget about that. But yeah, Samantha is number 4. And number 3 is Miss Tina Cohen-Chang. Tina is amazing. I can't believe that she wasn't in my top 10 before, or top 5, I don't remember. But Tina is definitely up there for me. She is number 3. Technically she's number 2 because my number 1 is tied between 2. But Tina is iconic. She's amazing. And there's just a lot about Tina that I really like. Her personality is nice, but they kind of ruined part of her storyline with the Vapo Rub. If you know, you know. Other than that, I really love Tina. Yeah. And she was really nice. Like, she didn't really do a lot of bad things. Just the Vapo Rub debacle problem. Assault. Okay, number 2 is Finn. Number 1 is Santana. I love both of them so much for different reasons. Like, Finn is like this wholesome sweetheart, and Santana is like this fiery, you know, deep down, really nice and good person who's just on the outside, you know, is just like a bitch. But the reason why I can't put Finn at number 1 is because, like I said earlier, they were building him up, you know, and then, you know, they couldn't do anything with it because, you know, rest in peace. Like, he was really going somewhere, and yeah, I don't know. I was really saddened by that, but I don't even know what I'm saying now. Anyways, I really love Finn. He was a very great character, and there was so much growth that needed to be done. He just can't be my favorite. So Santana's my number 1. I really loved her growth as well. Like, she went from being like this, you know, mean cheerleading, you know, bitch to like this person who is finally out and happy and married to the love of her life, hopefully. And she's finally happy in herself, and then she has her abuela again. Like, I'm really happy about that. Anyways, yeah, those are my top 10 favorite characters on Glee, and those were my questions. Oh, I have one more question to myself. Why do I love Glee? Well, I'm going to tell you a short story. My mom went to her sister's house, and I was there playing with my cousin. We walked in the living room, and my mom's like, oh, you can watch this. It's appropriate. The episode was season 2, episode 5, the Rocky Horror Glee show, and she let me watch Time Warp, and I was, like, mesmerized. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome! but I didn't really understand it. I actually think I got bored and I ran outside. But anyways, that was my introduction to Glee, but I didn't know what it was for another, 3 years, probably. And then I had started watching it after kindergarten. I know. Terrible parenting, Mom. Anyways, not the point. I mean, I'm glad I'm it's my favorite show. So I'm not going to be like, I hate you. Why'd you do that, Mom? But that is not a show that a 5-year-old should be watching. But anyways, not the point. But I honestly really love that show because first of all, music is my number one love. And that opened me up to a bunch of favorite, music that I hadn't known about before. I wouldn't have known really Fleetwood Mac if it wasn't for Glee, and I wouldn't have been open to listen to Beatles, because that was my mom's favorite, well, I guess still is, favorite band, and my dad's favorite. It was both of their favorites at the time, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to you guys' favorite. That's old people music. Then I listen to Glee, and I'm like, oh my god, I love Beatles. But it really opened my eyes to a lot of things, including that people can be seen for who they are. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl, straight, gay, trans, any type of person, because we're just all people and we should all just accept each other. And it just really struck a chord in me. It struck a chord over street in me. Where was I? It honestly just means a lot to me. Everything about the show does. I mean, no matter how problematic it was behind the scenes, the show still really touched a lot of people's lives and made them, be better people as well. And open their eyes to a lot of serious things. Sometimes they didn't execute these things well. Like the, bulimia and just a few things, honestly. But anyways, let's not talk about the negative side of the show. But I just really love it because of the music, and I love seeing the characters get better, and I love competitions, and I just love really everything about the show, really. So I'm kind of biased. So I just love the show as a whole, and I can't wait to continue talking about this show in a part 2, which I will be doing sometime in the near future. I might make this a 2 or 3 part series, and one of them being, I don't know, one is a TBD, to be determined, and another one will be talking about Glee with my dad, because he is currently watching the show with me right now. He's almost done. He's on season 6. We've been binge watching it. Well, not really binge watching. We've been watching it for 3 months now. This is my 3rd Glee rewatch this year, because I watched it once by myself. I'm watching it with him, and I'm rewatching it by myself again. I'm not watching every single episode because that's crazy. By myself, but I am watching over half of them. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna come back sometime this month or next, whenever my dad's done watching the show. We're gonna come on here and talk a little bit about the show and how my dad thought about the show, and maybe ask him some of these questions. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next podcast, and let me take a little bit of a break, and then I will close this out. But I really hope you enjoyed listening to these questions, and if you want to ask yourself these questions, I don't know, just I hope you answer them along the episode. If not, then I don't know, should I make a list of these questions and post it? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I will post it on my YouTube. I will post it on a Google form, so you guys can fill it out and send it to me, so I can see what your guys' answers are. And yeah, that'll be really, really cool. But yeah, I'm not going to take a break. I'm just going to close it out now. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, go check out my YouTube and go to the community tab. I think that's what it is. I don't remember now. And then I'll post a Google form so you guys can fill it out with these questions. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that, but it'll come out really, 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 really soon. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one where I talk about Glee, or I don't know. Anyways, goodbye, and Gleek out. La freak, say chic, Gleek out. Anyways, yeah, thank y'all so much. I'll see you guys in my next episode. Goodbye.